Hey guys, so today we're going to play a little game for you.
We've all established that Tijan exclusively judges books by their cover. And so we're gonna play a game called Judge a Book by its Cover. And I'm gonna show her the cover of some of the books that I've read recently. She has to tell me the plot from start to finish, based only on the title and the book cover.
All right, let's do it.
So this first one is the most recent one that I have read, and it's called The Wrath and the Dawn by Renee Audier. She's not allowed to read the backs either. So what do you think? Tell me about the characters, tell me what happens, what genre.
This is definitely like a fantasy kind of thing. I'm thinking like I don't know, I get the Harry Potter kind of vibe. I've never read Harry Potter, but still. I don't know, maybe like monsters or something in it, and this girl can maybe like talk to them or like how, like, hey, maybe, I don't know. She looks Indian based on like the jewelry that she has and stuff. She looks kind of like a princess type character, like with higher class. Maybe something happens to like her village or something, like destruction, and then she has to go on this big long journey.
She could talk to monsters?
I don't think she can talk to monsters. I think she just works with monsters.
Okay, well, you were mostly wrong.
Okay.
However, you are right in that she is kind of a princess. So basically, this book is a retelling of 1001 Nights. 1001 Nights is about Shahrazad, which that's the girl's name in this book. The premise of both that and this book is that there's this boy king who every single night he takes a new wife, and every day by dawn he kills them. And he does that over and over again. So the premise behind this book is that the last wife that he took was her best friend, and he killed her, and so now she volunteered to be his next wife, and her plan is to get revenge and avenge her friend's death. I guess it would be considered like young adult fantasy or magical realism maybe. But it
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
Out of the corner I saw this word monster and I thought it was sci-fi, but really it says the 18-year-old guy is a monster.
So that's The Wrath and the Dawn. Everyone should read it. So this one is a classic. I feel like you might have heard of it since like you read it in a lot of English classes. But I'm just gonna go for it anyways.
Go for it.
This is The Lord of the Flies by William Golding.
I've heard of this. I have no idea what it's about.
Oh, this is wonderful then, because I'm sure everyone who's watching this video knows what happens in this book. But tell me what this book's about.
So I'm getting a group of like preppy boys, older boys, and this is a book about how they like boss around the younger boys at school, and they probably get into some like crazy fight, probably over like a girl or something.
Where are the boys? Are they in like a fictional?
No, I think it's like
no.
They're in like a regular like average school kind of thing, like nothing fancy. I'm guessing like a private school.
You were wrong.
Oh.
But they are, I believe they're a group of schoolboys. The premise behind this book is that they're in a plane crash and they crash on this island and they're stranded on this island, and it's kind of about the politics they create, basically.
Oh, that's good.
Being stranded and with no adults kind of pushes these kids into different directions and into different roles. And it's about their relationships with each other and about survival and...
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
You should read it because everyone else already has. So this next one is Red Rising by Pierce Brown. What do you think?
Okay, I think it's about this girl who has to overcome obstacles in her life. So I think it is a contemporary fiction type of book because she like doesn't fit in exactly. She has to like take on a lot of roles that most people in her lifestyle probably wouldn't have to. And maybe like her name is like Robin or something, and that's why it's Red Rising.
Like Red Robin?
I didn't even think about that, but I was just thinking a bird.
But like the chain restaurant?
I'm thinking also that this also has like a romantic aspect to it, where there's this guy she likes, and maybe he's like a trickster.
I'm pretty confident in that you were 100% wrong. This was actually about a boy. It's actually a young adult science fiction novel. It's actually the first book in a trilogy, and it's about this boy who lives on Mars. It takes place in kind of almost a dystopian sort of society on Mars, and all of the people are divided into these castes by color. So you know in Hunger Games there's like District 1, District 2, and then District 12 is the lowest. So in this world the golds are the highest, and then there's like all these colors, and then the reds are the lowest, and he's a red. This book is about him trying to kind of infiltrate the government basically by transitioning from a red into a gold and to get justice for his people. So you were very wrong.
I was very wrong.
There is a bit of a romance in here, but I don't think it's what you were thinking. Okay, this is the last one I have. This one I feel like is pretty popular for people who read these kinds of books. This is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell.
Okay, so this book is obviously about a fangirl. I think she's kind of the nerdy type. She stays at home. I think like she likes, TV and stuff. She's always at home, so she's always on a computer, on TV, whatever. And she has this idea of what romance should be. So she wants what media has put out of like romance and happiness and whatever. And then she meets this guy online. And she thinks this guy online is, the guy. He's perfect. He's like everything she thought he would be. And he's not, and that takes a turn for the worst. Or I just thought of another one. It's either that or
okay.
It's either that or she makes up this fake like life online and it's not true at all, and it comes back to stab her in the back.
To be honest, you were pretty close with the first one. So this book follows this girl named Kath. Her and her twin are going off to college, and it's about her time in college. It's very much kind of like a coming-of-age novel. It's a young adult contemporary.
Classic. That's what I would have guessed.
Yeah, so like along the same vein as like the John Green books.
Yeah.
For your reference. So this girl, while her sister is very much extroverted and is very excited to get into, rushing sororities and get into college life and having a great time with her roommate, Kath is very much introverted and anxious. And she basically spends all of her time writing fan fiction of her favorite book series, which is like supposed to be this Harry Potter type thing. So it's her just kind of like finding her way through college and trying to make friends, and then obviously she meets a boy and there's a romance, because that's what happens in contemporary novels.
All right, so I think the biggest takeaway from all this...
I think you're bad at judging books by
I'm bad at judging books at the cover, but more importantly, the big takeaway is the people who make these covers need to do a better job. That's the takeaway.
The takeaway is Tijan needs to read more books. Okay, bye!